Welcome to the Three Thumbs Down Podcast. Your hosts, Nove, Kenshay, Big Man, and Jamal, covering sports, black culture, and all things happening today. Follow us on social media at 3_thumbs.
Yes, sir. Welcome to the Three Thumbs Down Podcast, the best sports podcast there is in the nation and the land. We thank you all for being here with us today. We have a great show for you guys today. A loaded baked potato, a stuffed suitcase. We got it all for you guys. But first, I'm going to get to the joke before I take Eagle slander, because y'all know we got the Eagles Cowboys. And before I take that, I got to lighten the mood. So, the joke, Jamal. Why did the rooster go to KFC? He wanted to see the chicken strip. Get it? Chicken strip. Chicken strip. Chicken. Oh, no, you're smiling.
I'm laughing because Jamal pissed off.
No,
Feels stupid, bro.
I got no. Three thumbs down, family. I got no. No smiled. He laughed. We good. But before we get into the show, we got a little bit of merch left. Y'all go get that. Thank y'all for the love and the support. Go follow us on Go follow us at 3_thumbs at every platform you can imagine, because we are there. Go get that, like, subscribe, and comment. Oh, because we got a fantasy question that I'm going to address on the show. So if y'all got fantasy questions, feel free to leave that in the comment, DM the show, DM one of us. We'll address it to you for you guys on the weekend. Yes, sir. On the TikTok.
You answer back on TikTok videos, random fans.
Yes, sir. We do all that. We are very active. Let's get to the show. And let's go ahead and start with the Eagles and the Cowboys game. My Eagles took a major L last night. To the Dallas Cowboys, 41-21. As much as I don't want to talk about it, we got to. And let's go ahead. Let's start with Big Man. Big Man, what are some of your biggest takeaways from the game last night?
Some of my takeaways, man, I'm gonna start off with the Eagles. I don't think the Eagles are that bad. I still think the Eagles will be second in this division. I just think the Cowboys is clearly the Cowboys division. I just think we was just a better team. Man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I like Jalen Hurts too, man. He just was under a lot of pressure. What the biggest takeaway I got, man, is the Dallas defense, bro. Like, these first 3 weeks, man, we've been getting turnovers, man. We haven't been getting turnovers in years. Like, Michael Parsons moving to end. I'm about ready to trade DeMarcus Lawrence. I'm about ready to get rid of him, man.
Damn,
one game. He haven't been just one. It's the second game. Two. He's been getting good. He's been getting great pressure. We got a lockdown corner. The secondary, they kind of turned up right now. Anthony Brown getting picks. I just like the way the defense playing as a unit. That's the biggest takeaway I got. Like, we finally got a defense. I still want like another little piece. I still want another corner, but our defense is really getting turnovers. I already knew our offense coming into the season. I knew the Dallas Cowboys offense was going to be top 5. I knew that with the receiving core we got, the running backs, quarterback. I just knew that. The O-line. But the defense, the way they putting pressure, they not in cover 2 zone every play. They sending man blitzes and stuff. Like, that's the biggest takeaway I got, man. Dallas is our division to win. We're the best team in the division. I just think we just took it to the Eagles. I don't think the Eagles were that bad though. Like, the coaching was kind of bad. They wouldn't run the ball, but I still think they're pretty good and they'll be all right. But they won't win this division.
Oh my God, big man, boy, that was beautiful. That was You laid it on me light. You laid it on me light, and I just want to say I appreciate it. I really appreciate that take, good brother. You know how I like to do when we talking about the Cowboys. I just want to get my double dose of Cowboy. Let's all get it out the way. Novian feeling good. He got his Cowboy jersey on. He drinking a beer, man. He just feeling good. He looking good, man. So, no, what was your biggest takeaways from the Eagles?
You got some goddamn nerve wearing that damn shirt.
I'm loyal, baby. I'm loyal. I'm a die hard.
You too, Jamal, but we're gonna get to you later.
Oh yeah, he next.
But like the offense, like I said, we can score on almost anybody. I would say we can score. I had no questions about that. But I really like when Kellen was dialing them up. Like we was running the ball, like we was actually like gaining yards, and like we didn't get away from it, in the first half. And I like that we did that. But like we should have been up 21-0 or 28-0 at one point, but because like the strip sack in the end zone, I mean that Hargraves got pressure on the inside, and it was kind of bad for him. But that touchdown, well, it could have been a touchdown at the 1 yard line. I really think that got that, obviously, because we don't know when they called it dead, but he definitely was in. It just was hard to prove that he was in.
Yeah,
his
that's
body
what I think. That's what I
didn't know where the ball was at because the angle it was. But defensively, we are good against like mediocre offenses. Like I know, like Tampa Bay, they have like a lot of weapons. Like the Eagles, I really don't think they had that many weapons. That's why I said they didn't have nothing for the Cowboys because they ran. I seen them ran the ball with Miles Sanders. Like the one play I did see where Miles Sanders ran the ball, burst through the hole. I thought they'll go right back to it. I'm like, oh yeah, they finally
5 for 50.
Yeah, and
Miles Sanders had 2 carries last night.
Yeah, and I thought they would go back to it. They didn't. Like I said, it's play calling. Eagles got like outcoached, like Kenshays said, but I think we're good. It's just like when we play like those teams with more weapons than the Eagles, we won't be the same defense because like week 1 I was complaining about Anthony Brown being on the field. Like yesterday,
you had every right. You had every right to.
Yeah, yesterday he was perfect because they don't have no fucking.
Okay, bro. Bro, you done said it 3 damn times, bro. You ain't gotta keep saying
I also want to say that, like I've been saying, like I like Parsons on the edges. To me, that's what I always thought he was when we got him. It was always an edge rusher. I didn't think about him as an inside linebacker. When he, like all the highlights I've seen from Penn State, he's lining up on the line, like inside on the line, like on the line inside linebacker, kind of like a nickel package kind of thing. But he's great on the edge. I love him.
That's going to help them corners like Anthony Brown.
Yes, sir.
On the edge.
Yeah, but
yes, sir. Okay, my bad.
Last thing I said, Dan Quinn is he's going back to showing like having a good sending pressure and make the DB jobs look easier.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can't. Hey, no, you know. Besides, you just said we ain't had no weapons 4 to 5 damn times, bro. But you took it easy on me too. Jamal, what was your biggest takeaways from the Eagles and Cowboys game last night?
My biggest takeaway was Novi and the big man full of bullshit, bro. The Eagles suck.
They
This
do.
is a bad football team. These niggas are being nice. Like, what are you being nice about, bro? I told y'all in the offseason, I don't care about what happened. Like, this team is not good. They are not a good football team. They got blown out because they don't have no, like, they have a bad quarterback. Not bad. Unknown. I know the coach ain't good. Y'all can sit and wait all you want. The coach is not good. Nigga wasn't ready to get the job. He was surprised he got the interview. He a puppet, and he can go out there and play all he wants. Not good to me, bro. They turned the ball over a lot. Then Dallas looked good because they went against a bad team. Dallas is not a bad team. Dallas is a little bit above average. Dallas is gonna win this division.
A little bit above average.
Bro, y'all gonna look like world beaters in this division when y'all play y'all teams in y'all division. Because everybody in y'all division.
We beat the Chargers.
No, Chargers are good.
Yeah.
No, the Chargers are good. What I'm saying, did y'all blow the Chargers out by 20?
No.
No, we beat them, and we had a good game with the if our kicker make the field goals, we beat the Bucks. I'm just saying. So we play.
I don't know.
Got him.
y'all beat the Bucks.
I think y'all
beat the. I think y'all. He did. And he stopped.
We beat Herbert. We beat Herbert. Like
no, I think y'all beat the Bucks. I think y'all beat the. It's early. It's early. Pat played.
Yeah,
Pat played
That
the
felt
Eagles
so
next
good.
week. Pat play the Eagles next week. He'll be all right. But yeah, man, this Eagles team it's like everybody talked all this shit in the offseason because it's early, bro. It's early and everybody want to get rah-rah and they rally around the coach. We love this coach. He gave a speech. Somebody said nigga was crying in the locker room like week 1 or 2 because they were so like ready to go from the coach's speech. Bro, I don't want to hear it, man. This nigga don't know what he's doing out there, bro. And Jalen, I like Jalen, and I hope he plays better throughout the year, but I doubt he will because they don't have no weapons on offense. Like, I don't trust the O-line because is that old nigga still out there?
What old nigga?
Brandon Brooks?
No, the old
Jason
nigga.
Peters?
Jack Hurts.
Yeah.
Jason Peters is in Chicago, the starting left tackle for Justin Fields.
Okay.
Oh yeah, how he doing?
Yeah, no, but that's not here nor there. But I don't know. The best player on their offense is a rookie from Alabama. I'll give it to Devontae. I thought we'll see because he's seen the offense. But Jalen Hurts is not better than Devontae. Jalen Hurts, it happened a single day.
Neither one of them are better than Lane Johnson. Neither one of them are better than Brandon Brooks.
I mean, I'm talking about skill.
I think
Jalen Hurts is still better than Devontae Smith.
I think we're sleeping on his ability to like.
Why is Jalen Hurts better than Devontae?
If you're done with your take, I can tell you.
Bro.
If you done with your take, are you done with your take? Then I can get to my.
No, but I'm just saying I don't get why Jalen Hurts because Jalen Hurts hadn't done nothing in the league just to be like, oh, he's just nigga played 5 games and he was bad last year. This year he beat a sorry ass Atlanta team, and then he's been losing ever since. I mean,
he lost 2 games.
No. I know. I'm just saying, but the Atlanta was bad. Atlanta's not a good team. That's the only team he beat.
Okay, because he played 2 teams that were better than us.
But you told me they're going to win the division.
Yeah, I did. Are you done?
You also said they got a top 10 offense.
Yeah. Hey, we right on pace for that. We 15. We right on pace. We got the number 6
on pace.
passing offense.
On pace for top 10 is being in the top 10 right now. Everybody plays.
No, it's not. It ain't like
on pace is being in the top 10 right now. That's on pace for top 10. We
are 37 yards away from being the top 10 offense. Relax. I'm not worried about that.
And 4 teams.
You see this? What's this? Hell, I'm going to still have it in week 17 because I got faith in it. Are you done, Jamal?
I don't like this team, man. It's a bad ball club, bro.
Okay. You didn't get he was so eager to talk crap about the Eagles. He didn't say one thing about the Cowboys. And he didn't
have to. I didn't know. I said what I had to say about it. I said the Cowboys look like an above average team. That's all I had to say about them. I seen the Cowboys.
Okay, so I got Jamal's done finally. I got 6 takeaways from this game, and I'm gonna try to make them quick so I don't be on my jukebox too long. Take number 1. I'm gonna start with the Eagles. At the end of the day, I knew this team. I knew this team wasn't gonna be good. We was young in too many key positions, and we were. I was ultimately optimistic on the season. I believed in Jalen. I still believe in him. It's just that I believe in our weapons. I believe in our offense. Like I said, we're the number 6. We're the number 6 passing offense. We're the 15th overall in total yards. Jalen Hurts is top 12 in damn near every statistical quarterback category. So I'm fine with his play. Was he bad last night in spurts? Yes, he was also good in spurts in spurts as well last night. He made some good throws. He definitely made some bad throws. And the 2 off the top of my head, it was the wide open when Dallas Goedert was wide open. He kind of overshot him, and then the underthrow to Jalen Reagor. But I'm not worried about our offense, and I'm damn sure not worried about our weapons. I think our weapons are fine. The one thing the biggest concern about the Philadelphia Eagles as a whole and the offense is the offensive line and so many injuries that we keep having pile up on us year in after year out. This is the 4th year in the third. This is the 3rd or 4th year. I mean, damn, if you got your backup, if you got a rookie a center playing right guard and a backup left tackle, I mean, it's only obviously that you're going to have 7 penalties. 3 of our starting 5 offensive linemen was out with injury. And it's not no soft injuries. We got Brandon Brooks with a pectoral injury who's out 8 weeks. We got Jordan Montalado with a knee injury that happened in practice, so we don't know how long he's going to be out. And then we got Isaiah Smorello, who broke 3-4 bones in his foot. So these injuries aren't small injuries, but it's just the depth of penalties. I mean, the depth of injuries that keep happening to the Philadelphia Eagles is concerning for me as a fan, because it just doesn't make sense to have catastrophic injuries after catastrophic injuries year in and year out. We got 4 starters on defenses out, and like I said, 3 starters on the offenses out. Somebody needs to be fired. We need to do something better with strength and conditioning or health or physical therapy or whatever's going on in there. That definitely needs to be shamed. That definitely needs to change. But I definitely don't think that the Eagles are a bad team. I think we're a hurt team, and I think we're a young team. So there's going to be mistakes made. I'm not worried. Like I said, I'm not worried about our offense. I'm very optimistic on this. But one thing that I do take away, and I get on Dallas Cowboys, and Dallas is clearly the best team in that division. It's by far, it's definitely their division to have. It's definitely their division to lose. I don't know if I'm ready to put Dallas in the conversation. So I agree with Novian and Jamal. I don't know if I'm ready to put them in the conversation with the Tampa Bays, with the Green Bays, with the LA Rams. I'm not ready because if y'all meet any of those in the playoffs, I think they'll definitely pop y'all. But I'll go to my fourth take. To my fourth take, this defense is better than I thought. Week 1, I got on here and I said this defense wasn't that good. They made a bunch of plays and they got 4 turnovers week 1. And I was like, that's not going to happen. But God dog it, is happening again. They got 2 turnovers in week 2 against Justin Herbert, and they got 2 more last night. So
are we leading the league in turnovers?
Yeah, by far. It's not even close. Y'all got 8, and the next, I'm not going to say it's not close. Somebody got 5. I can't remember who it was. I know it's not Kansas City. It's somebody anyway. But anyway, the next leader got 5. So that's that. Like, y'all leading the league with 8 turnovers. Number 5,
Saints.
The Saints. There you go. Number 5, Dak Prescott. The brother is playing some amazing football, and I got to admit he is a for sure lock for the top 10. I remember before the season I was saying that he at the start of the season I was saying he's somewhere in that 9 to 14 range. I threw smut on his name. I am removing that smut. And I am very impressed with Dak Prescott's play, but I am not quite ready to name him a top 5 quarterback because I just don't have enough. I'm going to wait and see, and I definitely need more. Right now, my top 5 is Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, Russell Wilson, and Josh Allen. All of those guys have finished 1 or 2 in the MVP polls. All of those guys have more than 1 playoff win, except for Lamar Jackson, and he has an MVP to go along with his. But just some other statistics in Dak. He's not top 5 in any statistical category. Yards per completion, he's 9.7 yards. That's terrible because you want to know who's 25th. Ben Roethlisberger at 9.2. That's terrible. You don't want to be any statistical conversation. You right back there with Big Ben. That's not a good look. He's 10th in passing yards, which isn't terrible. That's still at the top, and he's 10th in passing touchdowns. But I will definitely say that brother is impressing me. I love the control that he has over this team. I love that they're believing in him. I love that he has full control over this offense, and I love it. And I'm thoroughly impressed with Dak Prescott's play every week. And my final takeaway from this game, and we can move on, and I can't wait to do. Zeke is definitely not washed. I owe Zeke an apology before the season started. I said Ezekiel Elliott is washed. Tony Pollard is the best back on this team. I was impressed. Zeke didn't look bad to me. I know Jamal got on here and he said that Zeke was washed. He's done. He's DUN, or y'all know how Jamal get. But I definitely seen enough. Zeke was running hard. He definitely doesn't have that quick hurdle you, beat you to the edge speed, that top end speed that he has. But he is physical, he is in shape, and he is ready, and he is a workhorse when they need him to be. That offensive line dominated us last night, and that is one of the sole reasons why they beat our ass so bad. But Zeke definitely looked good, and I was impressed with his play. So I have no bad words about the Cowboys. Y'all go win a division, and y'all go get your ass whooped in the first round. And from there,
check this out. Before you go to the next subject, shout out to my military friends, but this nigga Dak was crying after the anthem, bro.
Make me sick, bro. I hate this coon ass nigga, bro.
But listen. Listen. That's his first game in the stadium since the injury.
It was, but I was like, man,
that's that light skin
my country
stuff,
ass nigga. Don't blame light skin. Light skin niggas don't give money to the police for no reason.
Yeah,
that's that Zach Preston. That's that Mississippi. He's in Mississippi too long.
While your bull corner. But while we speaking on the Eagles who are 1-2, let's move on to another team that's 1-2. The Kansas City Chiefs. They are 1-2 and last in their division. I know and are not off to a good start. My question to you fellas is it time to panic over there in Kansas City and Arrowhead Stadium? And when we're talking about the Kansas City Chiefs, I show love, I show respect. So it's only right that I go to my chief truther and I ask him first. Is it time to panic over there in KC, Big Mom?
Panic? No. It's not time to panic because it's an easy schedule. Like, it's easier than it is. They started with 3 of the hardest teams in the AFC, let alone in the NFL. With the Chiefs is you can't have 4 damn turnovers. And I don't think the Chiefs are gonna have 4 turnovers every game, so I think they'll figure it out. Because the offense looked good for most of these games. The defense is the Chiefs defense, man. The Chiefs defense show up when they feel like it, honestly. But the problem is, Justin Herbert, that nigga's nice. You ain't just gonna be able to.
You want to talk? That man is deadly.
Yeah, you ain't just gonna be able to fuck around and do whatever you want against some of these teams when they have a really good quarterback. I don't think it's time to panic because the Chiefs look like the Chiefs, except the turnovers, bro. You gotta stop the turnovers. Like this man, and niggas was telling me that old boy from LSU had a good game. This nigga fumbled after they had already had 2 turnovers. He fumbled again to make it 3. And they were already down.
He did have a good game, Jamal. He had a touchdown and 100 yards.
He did eventually have a good game. But, man, this nigga fumbled when they were already down 14.
What did Pat do? Did Pat throw some picks?
Let me finish. First of all, you love to harp on that pick. You want to harp on the picks. That first pick,
I'm just saying.
The first pick, you won't even admit that it went through the nigga's hands. So let's not acknowledge that.
Well, I didn't say that. I said it was behind.
You did.
But you gonna admit.
But I did. An NFL receiver was supposed to catch a ball right here, big man.
Well, that's a tight end.
They're not.
He did throw a tight.
I'm sorry.
It was a tight end. You want the tight end to make the spectacular play, huh?
Tight end on the team, Ken.
I do agree.
You don't have to be Travis Kelce to catch that ball.
I'm in the middle here. I definitely think that ball was behind him, but I definitely think that tight end got to catch that pass.
It wasn't behind like this, bro. It was behind. He literally
it was
like this.
Who do you put that blame on this game, though? Like, the total blame. Like, who gets most of that blame for that loss?
The blame for the loss goes on Mahomes.
Oh,
because he threw the pick at the end of the game.
Okay.
But no. Okay.
Clean my AirPods.
No. Stop. I'm being consistent. I'm the same Jamal I was last week and the same Jamal the week before. 1, 2, 3 last week told me that Clyde Edwards-Helaire wasn't the fault for the game. Y'all told me that.
No, we said 50-50. We said 50. I said
50-50. Are you saying 50-50 this week?
Yeah. No, I'm saying 50-50
this week. Are you saying 50-50 right now?
No, I'm giving full patty this week. Last week,
then what happened to 50-50?
Listen, last week it was 50-50 with CEH and Patty.
No. Last week it was 50-50 because fuck
I
me.
blamed them both.
That's why I was 50-50 last week. Because
I blamed
them
both as well.
But this week it's fully Patty.
Baltimore won that game. That's what I said.
Yeah, and I blamed it
on
Baltimore.
Baltimore did win it.
I did say that.
But when it came to the blame, I said it was definitely on Pat because that interception that he caused changed the face of the game, and then that fumble from CEH damn sure didn't help. But I blame Andy Reid. Remember, I blame Andy Reid because the drive before they walked that motherfucker down there passing it, and then even to that point they walked that motherfucker down there passing it, and then he got conservative. That's the same shit he used to do in Philadelphia. Don't get conservative, dude. Stick to your guns and be aggressive.
The point is, I do blame Pat for this one because you can't. That pass he threw. The nigga was like, it was an overthrow by 5 yards. The nigga wasn't like, you was like, ooh, where's that going? Pray it go out of bounds. No, dropping the nigga gut. It wasn't a good ball. But panic, no. It's too early in the season for a team that I think is good. I think the Chiefs are a good football team, so I'm not gonna panic on them. We'll see how they go, but I'm not worried about them.
Yes, sir. I might surprise some folks with my response. It is not time to panic. but I am worried and I am concerned. And I'm gonna break this. I'm gonna peel this bad boy back like an onion. I got layers. I'm finna get on the front office. I'm finna get on this defense, and I'm damn sure gonna get on that offense. But first, let's start with the defense. This defense is bad, and I know Jamal always tell me that. Jamal always tell me that this defense is bad, but it is really bad this year. Like, because I've seen them in the playoffs, I've seen them need to stop something, and I've seen them do it. I've seen them stop San Francisco's run game in the Super Bowl. I've seen them stop Derrick Henry's running game in the AFC Championship game. I've seen them stop Josh Allen's arm and limit him to check downs, and they were sacking him left and right in the AFC Championship game. So this defense has always, when they put their mind to it, they've always been good enough to get the job done. But right now, they are 30th in yards allowed, 24th in passing defense, and 31st in rushing defense, and it is terrible. That defense is awful. Now let's get to the front office, but we're gonna get back on that defense a little bit, because the last three high draft picks they have, we got Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and then they traded Orlando Brown this year, and then Nick Bolton in the second. Nick Bolton, he sucks so far. He is a outdated player. He's that traditional 1-2 down line, that first and second down linebacker that you put in on first down, and you know he can't cover. He's going to stop the run, but that kind of play is outdated. The Devin Whites, the Levante Davis, the guys that can be out there for hard and cover. That's why Jalen Smith is struggling. That's why he struggled in Dallas. That you can't cover. Teams will pick at you. They're gonna see that film, and they're gonna pick on you. And that's what they've been doing. They've been popping the Kansas City Chiefs ass right over the middle, and they run their defenses being 31st. Damn sure don't help Nick Bolton. And their Orlando Brown. I remember when that Orlando Brown trade happened, everybody thought it was a fleece. They thought it was a robbery, but it's not looking like a scheme fit. He made his name off of being in Baltimore, and we know what he do in Baltimore. He's a run blocker. He made his name in that. He switched to left tackle. It seems like guys are jab faking his fat ass outside and then running inside of it is definitely not looking good for big Orlando over there. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire
got that first rounder for him.
I don't even have to get to y'all, because y'all just listened to the last episode how Jamal told Clyde Edwards-Helaire ass up. But the thing is, Clyde Edwards-Helaire wasn't the biggest, he wasn't the fastest. He had a specific skill set, and it was to catch the ball. That's what he thrived in LSU. They got him, and they aren't passing the ball to him. They aren't using his best feature. So, to me, they're trying to use him as a running back when they could have drafted Jonathan Taylor or DeAndre Swift, who would have fitted that running back type style, who actually can catch the ball, versus getting Clyde Edwards-Helaire, whose skill set is to pass the ball and not pass it to him. So the GM, the front office, when we got a quarterback that's finna take up damn near half the cap, you can't consistently miss on draft picks like this. You got to hit on these guys, and because that's going to leave some gaping holes in that team. Because this year, Pat is making $7.4 million. So that Super Bowl window, because we know what happens when the quarterback eat up that cap. So next year in 2022, he's going to have $36 million that he's owed to pay. So guess what that means? Some of the guys that we got to make that roster longer, they're going to have to get rid of some of them guys. Tyrann Mathieu up for contract after this, and I don't think they're going to be able to pay his ass. So that's just my big concern. They got to hit on some of these draft picks, and he's not going to get fired because he drafted probably one of the best quarterbacks in the league. And after that, we're gonna get on this offense, man. I'm chilling. I'm chilling on Pat. I'm not calling him the best quarterback in the league right now. He's definitely the most talented. But it's just a few things that are just red flags to me, and they're alarming. He went on the shop after they won the Super Bowl, and he said, last year I couldn't read defenses halfway through the season. That's not sitting right with me right now because of what I saw in the Super Bowl and what I saw on Sunday. At the Super Bowl, he said something, and it was another red flag to me. He said, I did a poor job at taking what the defense gave me. And Devin White, what did he say after that Super Bowl? He said, we were trying to take away the big play. We wanted them to methodically move the drive downfield. We know they didn't want to do that, but we tried to force them to do that. The blueprint is out there. 2 high safeties, make them methodically move the ball. They don't want to do that. Patrick Mahomes, the stuff that makes Tom Brady the great. I watched it against the Rams. They were blitzing. They were doing everything that they could do to get to Tom Brady because you want to keep Tom Brady uncomfortable. So what did Tom Brady do? He caught the ball. He got the ball out of his head quick. He adjusted to what the defense was giving him. Pat has yet to show me he can do that. And that's what you need to do to be the best of the best of at the quarterback position. So, like I said, what did the Tampa Bay do to stop him? They put the two safeties high back there and they made him go underneath. He didn't do it. They made him, everybody know. Peyton Manning was saying it all day. You see two high safeties, you run the ball. They didn't do it. You see last week, they put the two high safeties back there. They let Travis Kelce eat. They shut down Tyreek Hill. You take away the big play with the two high safeties, and his offense is pedestrian because they want to go.
Bro.
They want, say it again.
They scored 35.
They scored 35, but they had to methodically move that offense, and they had four turnovers.
They didn't score in the fourth quarter when they needed to, though.
And they had four turnovers in the process. This is another high turnover game from them in Tampa Bay, in this game against the Chargers, and against Bill Belichick. They put the two high safeties back there, and they take away the big play, and they Travis Kelce, do your thing. We're gonna limit this big play, and he struggles with that. So
does he though?
I see the blueprint. I see the blueprint, brother. I won't say.
But if you're scoring 30 and 28 points, it's not like you're struggling. They move the ball methodically. He can do it. Yeah. It's just if you give him 36, I mean.
Yeah, if you give him 36, he knows how to do it. And them four turnovers. If you don't have those four turnovers, we looking at a whole different ball game. But that offense, and I think the team is too, because the defense is so bad, because they miss with so many picks, this team is relying too much on that big three. And I think if they lose one of those big three, I think they're D-U-N done. Did I spell it right, Jamal? They're D-U-N done. You did. And right now, I'm definitely not considering them a Super Bowl contender. Right now, it's a long season, but they got some improving to do. They got some seriously improving to do. And it starts with that defense, and it starts with Patrick Mahomes. He has to be willing to take what the defense gives him. He has to be willing to adjust. He can't always look for the big play, because if he keep putting this on tape, then that's how teams are going to play them. Big shot, big man, talk to me. Is it time to panic on the Kansas City Chiefs? My bad.
I don't think it's time to panic, but like you, I'm very concerned and worried. Just because the teams they're losing to, like they're losing to two like AFC playoff teams. I think like the other playoff teams, like the Bills, they're gonna start getting that confidence. Like, okay, now we can beat them. Like, it's the teams they're losing to, the Ravens, the Chargers. They're gonna have to see these teams, in the playoffs. So now it's gonna, it's gonna be a little different swagger in the playoffs. When you're playing against Pat Mahomes, like, we could beat him. So I think that's what that it's nothing to panic, but that's a concern that Patty should have, man. And I think that he's still on that high horse from the Super Bowl a couple seasons ago, because he's just some of these turnovers he's doing, man, is hurting his team. It's really hurting his team. We could put the blame on the defense, but we been knew what their defense was. At the end of the day, we give Patty all the credit, so I'm giving Patty most of the blame. When they winning, it's all Patty. When the record is 36-2 and 2-3 years, it's all Patty. So when he come out losing the two games out the first 3 weeks, man, that's on Patty, man. Take care of the ball. Now, some of these other players can take care of the ball as well, but
okay.
But if you're the best player on the team, man, your interception,
you got to make niggas not fumble.
No, you got to stop throwing them.
Hey, don't fumble, man.
Stop throwing them no look. Stop throwing them no look picks.
Little cocky mofo.
No look.
Stop throwing the ball when you 6 inches off the ground, throwing it just in the air. That's a turnover. That's hurting you. So I think he needs to get a little reality check. And like you say, like I said, he does too much, and he needs to start taking some of them checkdowns, like Kenshays say. But it's not time to panic. But it is a concern. They losing to the teams who they losing to some AFC playoff teams. So that should be a little worried. And they don't really have a running game. So I don't know.
They have a run. They don't have a running game by choice. To me, Clyde, it was hilarious. How many carries did he have? I don't know. I know he had 17.
I mean, he did pretty good last week. He had 17 for 100.
He had 13 the week before for 46 yards. That's 4 more carries, 60 more yards this week. Come on, man.
Them 4 more carries, all you need to bust one, Jamal. Bro.
You know what this is,
Henry?
but he ain't. But he didn't bust
1 for 99.
He ain't Derrick Henry. I don't give a shit about no Derrick Henry. He ain't Derrick Henry. Enough. Knock that off. You know what this pass game tell me? The Chargers need to work on their run defense, nigga. That's what that tell me. The Chargers run defense is a problem.
They just play too high. Teams want Kansas City to run the ball. I want Kansas City to run the ball. I'm finna put too high back there. Tyreek Hill, no bueno.
The Ravens wanted them running it too, and they still stopped his ass. He ain't good.
They probably got a better bunch, and they got a very suspect defense.
Way better run defense.
Ravens got a suspect secondary. We're gonna get to that later. Oh my God, their defense is piss poor, big man.
Well, they missing Marcus Peters for sure.
Yes, sir. That's true.
They missing Jimmy Smith and Marcus.
That's true.
Hey, Buddy locked up Tariq though. So hey.
No,
he locked him up there.
Little double team.
Big no. I hope you got slandered for Pat like Big Man did. Big Man nailed his ass. It was beautiful to hear. Big no. Is it time to panic in Kansas City, baby?
It ain't time to panic, but Patty got to quit throwing them interceptions.
Yes, sir.
Picks because he think he on NFL Street or something. I don't know.
Talk to the people.
I don't know what he people. No look passes. No, if you do that with someone you're comfortable with. You don't do that to the third string tight end. Whoever that.
That nigga didn't play no more.
That's beautiful.
He could have caught it, but you don't. It comes back to the leader. The leader, like, I should have did that. Of course, he probably shouldn't have did that. You think Pat blaming him?
Hell yeah. Probably not. That's why that nigga ain't play no more.
Probably not a little cocky motherfucker. You see what Jalen Hurts did after the game? He said, if you take a deuce, you don't sit there and look at it. He said, you flush it and you move on. So we finna flush it and move on, baby. On to Kansas City.
Anyway, no. So, but yeah, it ain't time to panic, but yeah, this team ain't the same Super Bowl team. I think, I'm not being a super fan, but I think the Cowboys definitely gonna beat the Chiefs.
We're gonna see.
They play.
We're gonna see. Oh my God,
Dallas,
gonna be beautiful.
Dallas defense is not slightly better. It's better than what you call it. Defense.
Yeah, way better.
Defense. And I think that gives them a little edge.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
yeah, Kansas. Did I tell you the Kansas City statistics, nigga?
I think our offense is better too.
Oh, and Kenshay didn't even tell you that every time niggas get in the red zone for the past 2 years, they score a touchdown. Last year and this year. If you get in the red zone,
get scored on.
If you get in the red zone on the team, it's not a field goal; it's a touchdown.
That's terrible.
So, yeah, if you get in the red zone.
That's awful.
But I think, I don't think I said this last time on the episode, but I said it like in a group chat that I don't think the Kansas City was gonna go away from Clyde because that's just not that's not Andy's thing. I don't think he forgets his players. He's gonna keep like they was forcing it to Clyde and stuff. They wasn't like forcing they was forcing to run. Like they not finna give up on him. They just gonna keep working, and I think he's gonna have a good game against the Eagles because I feel like I said, the game script they probably finna be winning, and they finna be running the ball. They finna be winning off passing, but they finna be running the ball to run the clock out, something like that.
I don't think they just
and it's funny.
I don't think they just gonna pop us like y'all think that. Like y'all.
Yeah,
no, but it's funny. It's funny you said that they didn't give up on Clyde after he fumbled. The next drive, they gave him the ball twice on a run, and then they passed to him in the 3 and out.
Yes, they
was down like 14 when they did that shit. And I'm just like, man, you gotta stop. It's a
confidence thing, bro. You don't want your only running back.
They did that to Andy Reid. Do a good job of that though, because he did that to Miko Hardman when he fumbled that punt return.
Yeah,
they got him in the red zone. And they ran and they gave him the ball.
It's a confidence.
I love that. I love that.
I don't think
I agree.
He don't.
But it's also a competence thing, and this nigga is quite incompetent carrying the ball sometimes. I don't know, man. Y'all love seeing.
Yeah, but like the past,
that was good.
The past 2 games has been turnovers, and it's like y'all get turnovers the worst time. Like if you get the turnovers, the beginning is different, but it'd be in the fourth quarter when you need them the most. That's my. If you cut down the turnovers, we don't have these conversations. But I will say the same team y'all just lost to, Cowboys beat. I'm gonna get off the Cowboys, but we beat the Chargers at their home field, and y'all was at.
They ain't got no home field, but yes, I know what you mean.
They are
that was a Dallas home game.
Oh God, it don't make no sense. Them people ain't got no fans. That shit is crazy. Them people. I feel bad for them.
Cowboys deep in California though.
For sure.
Everybody deep in California when they play when whoever the Chargers are playing. That crowd.
The Cowboys run the Raiders too. Probably not Las Vegas, but
I call Cap. I call Cap there.
Yes, and when they was in Oakland, Cowboys had more fans than Oakland. Want to bet money?
Oh, Oakland. Are they from Oakland? They wasn't from Oakland. They wasn't. Was they?
The Raiders. That was LA.
They was LA.
That was LA.
Okay, so y'all might have got them in Oakland then. That makes sense because that's
all I got on Patrick. That's all I got on Patrick. Pick throwing Mahomes.
Patrick picked on Mahomes. I love it. I love the takes that we got there. Even Jamal's, bro. That was a good conversation. I feel like that was a beautiful. That's probably one of my favorite segments that we've ever had. That was beautiful, guys. But going on to the next topic that we always seem to talk about is one of our biggest topics over the offseason rather. Was the Steelers and the Falcons. Should they move on from their veteran quarterbacks? Now sitting at 1-2, I want to ask you guys again, should the Falcons and Steelers have moved on? And I want to start with Big Nose.
Falcons, I don't think so. Matt Ryan's not that bad. It's just the offense play calling. Arthur Smith hasn't shown me anything. No run game, no kind of passing game. You have weapons. You have Kyle Pitts. You have Calvin Ridley. Those guys can make plays. I think it's the play calling because I haven't seen anything they've done. You can't really blame the defense when the offense is not doing anything either. But the Steelers, on the other hand, yeah, he's done. Big Ben's done. I said he was done last year, but like he has still weapons and like people were dropping a lot of passes last year, but
fucking awful.
He can't make that deep pass. To me,
is terrible.
He fell on a shovel pass.
Oh my God!
He's going out worse than Drew Brees, bro. Like,
oh my God!
Oh my God! Like,
He going out worse than Peyton Manning. Even though Peyton Manning was terrible. Peyton Manning was awful.
Peyton Manning was sorry. I don't know if he was.
It got to the point I was starting defense that played Peyton Manning in fantasy. That's how terrible Peyton Manning was.
Yeah, it's just like Falcons. I blame the coaching and the play calling, but fucking Steelers. That's the same. The exact. Well, other than the offensive line, it's the exact team. Well, and they have a better running back.
By far.
Way better.
19 targets, bro.
That's
he caught them all. I mean, he caught a lot of them.
He caught 14. That is definitely a beautiful sight to see in fantasy. If you got Najee Harris and in our 3 thumbs down league, I do. So I mean, it was just good to see that he was finally getting used. But oh my God, good brother Novian, you did it again with a great take, and I couldn't agree more. Big Ben and the Steelers. I was optimistic on you, Ben. I wanted to believe in you. I wanted to say that, oh, damn, well, his team led the lead in drops, so what can he do? Damn, he fresh off Tommy John. He usually take these guys a year, and then they get right. But, boy, Big Ben, you definitely let me down, and I am wrong for sticking my neck out there and putting it on the line for your sorry ass. But the thing about the Steelers, they just in that no man's land. Where it's just hard to get a quarterback, man. They picked 24th in the first round. The team is good enough to compete. They're just a quarterback away. And it's the same situation that the Redskins, what the Redskins was in last year. You're picking around that 20. Your team is good, but it's clear. It's a clear hole that you got. And it's a quarterback. Now, it's the most important position, but your team is literally ready. Like the Steelers, with all the injuries, the defense is good.
They was in a sweepstakes with Deshaun, but they could have got Teddy. All these players that signed with other teams.
Yeah, those guys.
They could have got Sam Darnold. They could have got any of these dudes.
Sam Darnold.
But y'all said Sam.
What's up, Sam Darnold?
Y'all said
Sam Darnold. We gonna I'm gonna let that man.
Hold on. Sam better than this Ben. He's better than this Ben.
Big Nose.
Who's Sam Darnold got this week? Cowboys?
Yeah, hey, Big No, I'm letting Sam Darnold and Matthew Stafford cook. I'm not mentioning
What
to
about
them.
they could have got
I'm gonna let them. I'm gonna let their souls get ate up alive by how good them two playing, bro.
We're gonna see. We're gonna. But
I said Big Ben should have retired last year. Say
you did. But you're right. You're right. That's a good point. That's a good point. No. But I was just saying, like with the young approach and not get a limited quarterback. You know what I'm saying? But you're right. All of those guys that you named, Mitch Trubisky, Teddy Bridgewater, they better than Ben, and they could have definitely went in that route. But I'm just thinking of a straight draft capital aspect of it because they just, like I said, they're in a no man's land. It's really hard to replace them. But Ben is done. But the Matt Ryan deal, the Falcons suck. They're a bad. Now that's a bad football team. And the thing about putting a young quarterback in a awful situation, it's gonna be like Sam Darnold. It's gonna be that same process over again. I still think Matt Ryan got some meat on the bone. Arthur Smith was the most sought after coach. He was the most sought. It don't matter what he was to do, but he's offensive coordinator. So
no, I'm saying what
you
got some still meat on the bone. I'm saying like
to do what?
Like in the league.
Okay.
What you think he could do?
I think he can make the Falcons viable again. And let me tell you, and let me tell you why. He's 36. He's up there. But this is what I'm saying. I'm just going back to because I remember y'all saying that they should have drafted Trey Lance or a quarterback. Period. If you do that, then they're gonna look how Sam Darnold did in the Jets. He's gonna look how Zach Martin. I mean, what's his name? Zach Wilson is looking now in the Jets. It's a quarterback with potential in an awful situation. They're gonna fucking fail every single time. And none of these quarterbacks, I'm gonna get to that too. None of these quarterbacks, that rookie quarterbacks, have looked worth the damn because who's looked the best? Trey Lance. He's in the best situation and he's played the least. That's why he looked the best. But I said that Trey Lance was gonna be the best, or whoever went to San Francisco because he was just in a simple better position. Justin Fields looked terrible, and I'm not gonna blame him for that because damn, the play calling looked suspect. But I'm not gonna say Matt Nagy's a bad coach because he took Mitchell Trubisky to the playoffs twice. I'm also not going to. The offensive line was atrocious. He got sacked 9 times. That was terrible. You can't defend that. So, but back to the Falcons and being a bad team and Matt Ryan having some meat on the bone. He's 36 up there, but like I said, Arthur Smith was the most sought after head coach, and he chose Atlanta. They got 2 or 3 second-round picks. They're going to have a top 10 pick this year with a 36-year-old quarterback. The defense is bad. The offensive line is bad. They got 2 weapons that I like, but they just have some building to do. So next year they go. Oh, and they also going to have the most cap space in the NFL next year. So that's something that you got. They definitely have a bright future with Matt Ryan. I think next year I'm gonna go ahead and call it way too early. The Atlanta Falcons will be in the Super Bowl. In the playoffs. It slipped.
Maybe division winner, but not.
No. I slipped at the Super Bowl. They'll be in the playoffs. I tripped out. It slipped. I got to rambling. I take it back. They'll make the playoffs next year. It's way too early. My way too early pick. The Atlanta Falcons will be a wild card team, and it'll solely be off building around Matt Ryan because I think he did. I think Matt Ryan plays till he's 39. He got 3 more years to play. Big man, talk to me. Should the Falcons and the Steelers have moved on from their veteran quarterbacks?
For sure. We're just gonna start with the Falcons. They for sure should have moved on. You keep saying the Falcons have a bad team around them, and that's why they shouldn't have took the young quarterback. But I don't think highly of Matt Ryan now. So he has a bad team around him, and they're not gonna do nothing with him neither. So I feel like they should have started fresh. Got something for Matt Ryan. Start fresh with a young quarterback, Trey Lance, Justin Fields, build around them, and start that franchise, with the young guy. Obviously Julio wanted to get away from Matt Ryan and the Falcons for a reason.
He's just tired of not winning. It wasn't him wanting to get away from Matt Ryan. It was in Cap Hill. They was in pure Cap Hill. Go ahead.
And but that's just my point, man. Like one of the top 5, top 10 receivers wanted to get away from Matt Ryan. So it's for a reason. Like, he can still throw the ball, but I don't see him really like just I don't know. I don't see him in the playoffs no more in his career. Like honestly, I think that Super Bowl was done. I think that was it. After that Super Bowl, after we seen him give up, come on, man. That many points in the Super Bowl, that lead, that's it.
So if they draft Trey Lance, and Trey Lance play, and if Trey Lance play like all the other rookies have been playing, arguably he would have been playing worse because the offensive line sucks and the defensive line sucks. So if he
we
go
don't
out
know
there,
that. But we can't say that. We look. We can't just say because I can say what if Trey Lance ball out. We can't say if Trey Lance play bad.
Exactly.
No,
we can't do that.
What is Trey
but
Lance
we can't do that
differently though? Then Matt Ryan.
What the hell are you
well,
gonna
I think
do?
Trey Lance right now is better than Matt Ryan.
I agree. I think
so. This is what I'm saying. You can't say if that's the case. You can't say well. What if you go over? If that's the case, if he's younger and you think he's better, why not?
I think his ceiling is high. I think his ceiling is high right now, but I think you can definitely win because you put in a bad quarterback in a bad situation. That's not the recipe for success to me. If I'm building a team, go ahead.
I get it. I'm not saying drafting Trey Lance or drafting Justin Fields is going to make you go straight to the playoffs. What I'm saying is it was going to give them experience and not just the experience from the sideline.
My bad. Matt Ryan better than them. My bad. Matt Ryan don't have no ceiling. I'm sorry. Matt Ryan better.
I don't think Matt Ryan better than
if I'm starting a team right now, I would take Trey Lance.
What have Matt Ryan been doing, man, for the last
went to the Super Bowl and won MVP? Oh, okay.
After that.
That was 1 year, bro.
Hey, it happened. Lamar Jackson won MVP.
No, I'm saying after that.
Lamar Jackson MVP wasn't 6 years ago.
After that year, Matt Ryan has had the worst defense in the NFL.
That's excuses.
It's not no excuses.
That's the same excuses we told you about Matt Stafford.
That's the same thing. They off the 3-0. Look at Sam Darnold. He got the number 1 defense in the league. He got a number 1 weapon in Christian McCaffrey and DJ Moore. And now, and what do you know? He's 3-0. It is.
Just to be riding that high horse on Sam Darnold, Matthew
Stafford. Sam Darnold and Matthew Stafford have never been 3-0 in their career.
This is what we've been telling y'all. Me and Jamal. I speak for me and Jamal on this. We've been saying Matthew Stafford is a good regular season quarterback. We've been saying that. The problem is he can't get nothing done in the playoffs. Wait. No. He has made the playoffs. He has made the playoffs, and he has stunk in the playoffs. All I'm telling you is we seen Matthew Stafford in the regular season do numbers. Like this ain't nothing new. Now what we saying is
we seen Matthew Stafford be the favorite. We seen Matthew Stafford be 3-0 before. Fuck no. We seen Matthew Stafford be the favorite. We seen Matthew Stafford be the favorite.
No, so we hyped off 3. No.
I'm not hyping on 3-0.
No,
he's never done this before.
Is Matthew Stafford being 3-0
he's done this before?
Our point that he's not good in the playoffs?
No. I'm not there yet. I'm not ready to have that conversation. I'm just showing you the light I'm just showing you what.
But it's early.
What having the home run to tie the game?
I'm just showing you what having a defense, having a competent coach, having some decent wide receivers consistently that can make he's never been 3-0. That's all I said. Sam Darnold has never been 3-0. They both got in better situations and they both 3-0. That's all I'm saying.
And Mitch had that same Chicago's Bears team, and look what's going on.
2 times. 2 times he went to the playoffs.
Matthew Stafford got to show me this in the playoffs because he has played in the playoffs before.
You said y'all got on here. Y'all said Matthew Stafford has never won a division and he's never won a playoff game. So I'm just that's what the narrative was. Y'all said y'all didn't think
he has been in playoff games, right?
He's been in 3.
This is what I'm trying to get you to understand. Until he wins a playoff game, I'm gonna still view him the same. He can have a great regular season, bro. He had great regular season.
If he win MVP, you gonna think of him the same?
He said playoff game. If he win that playoff game, what you gonna say?
Playoff game. But I definitely don't think he's gonna win the MVP now.
He's had MVP numbers before.
He's had MVP numbers.
It's week 3.
But it's just too early for y'all.
But if we stop pumping the brakes on Pat, why we can't?
No, you don't compare Pat to Matt Stafford. That's the problem. Matt ain't
playing better.
I'm not comparing them, but I just want the same energy kept. You see what I'm saying? Like if we saying not to do this on one guy, why we can't? You know what I'm saying? That's
because
all I'm saying.
One guy is a proven commodity. Over 3 years, he's done what this nigga has never done in 12.
Because he's in a way better situation.
Like why do we?
But he has
Detroit and Kansas City had the same amount of championships over the past 50 years before Pat got there. Detroit and KC both had 0.
But y'all acting like he's never been to the playoffs. Y'all acting like with the Detroit Lions so bad, like he's never been to the playoffs. No, he's been to the playoffs 3 times with them.
He's been to the playoffs 3 times in 12 years.
Okay,
that's
so
terrible.
with 3 of those years,
that's
he had
on him a little bit.
So 3 of those teams, he had a good team. Listen, so if he went to the playoffs,
some crazy.
He couldn't win. He could. So 0-3. That's what we talking about.
When you a quarterback and your defense ass, you gotta play perfect. It's the same thing with Aaron Rodgers when he get to those games. Russell Wilson is forward. Man. Russell Wilson.
Aaron Rodgers will have Detroit winning some games in the playoffs.
So Matthew Stafford is so great. He can't do nothing just to win one of those.
You get Aaron Rodgers, Kevin Johnson, Aaron Johnson.
I'm gonna stay on Matt Stafford until the playoffs, so you can see what it is.
No quarterback can. What quarterback has done it by themselves? What quarterback has went out there with no running game, a sorry ass defense, and no weapons, and a bad offensive line, and consistently won? No fucking body done that shit.
I guarantee he had Calvin Johnson in some of the playoff games.
Yeah, he had Calvin Johnson
in every playoff game, big man.
Hey, so let's not act like let's stop saying nothing now.
Probably wasn't good enough.
No, I'm just saying.
He arguably the best receiver ever.
So okay, he had one Calvin Johnson. Did you see?
Stop. No, don't let him get away with that.
He's not arguably the best. But he's arguably the most talented.
You can argue that Calvin Johnson the best receiver.
These people literally, Devontae Adams is the only receiver that the Packers got. So. This man got a concussion. They lied and said he was okay and that he not got the win knocked out of him because they needed that man to play and they needed him to win. That man got CTE as we speak, and they knew they couldn't afford him. They said, "Look, sign this waiver here, and we'll give you some money, some little hush money, with your family as well to compensate it for this." But there ain't no way he could that concussion protocol that fast. They needed that man because they receivers his ass. If you got one player, damn, that's a fucked up question to have.
So it went from nothing to one player.
I didn't say Matthew Stafford didn't have nothing. I'm just saying what quarterback do you ask? What quarterback has won with nothing? That's all I was saying. I wasn't saying that.
Nobody has ever won with anything.
Okay, I'm saying what quarterback has won with one great? Okay, what? Show me the quarterback that has won with great weapon, with a sorry ass run game, a sorry ass offensive line, and a sorry ass defense. Show me.
Are you talking about just one playoff game?
I'm about to say nobody asked you to win the Super Bowl, bro. We asked you to win one playoff game in 20 years.
Man.
Who has done it? Give me the example.
Man, give me an example. Win one playoff game, bro.
Give me the DeAndre. Oh my God.
DeAndre Hopkins better than Calvin Johnson?
Deshaun Watson ain't had nobody in Houston. He didn't have Will Fuller.
Man, Will Fuller, little crackhead ass. Man, this nigga do drugs. He don't pee.
Anyway, we way far off topic. We way far off topic. Man,
that's what we all off topic.
Y'all boys need to stop.
I'm gonna just wait till playoffs, Kenshay.
Yeah, we good, bro. But it's just like, damn, he go and win the MVP. We ain't gonna change his mind. He got to win a playoff game. No, you said he couldn't win the division.
Well, we said that before. We said that before the season. We said before the season, like, bro, we're like this. Matthew Stafford in regular season don't move me. I'm sorry. I've been seeing him in the regular season.
You have not seen this because you've never seen him 3-0.
No. I've been seeing him slinging the ball, bro, in the regular season, bro, for forever, bro. He is the James Harden of the goddamn.
James Harden got playoff series wins. Don't do James Harden like that. Man.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, basically, what I'm just trying to say is he goes, okay, Russell Wilson.
He goes
crazy. He goes crazy in the playoffs, but it's just.
Mac,
I mean, he go in the regular season, but in the playoffs, it's nothing. It's nothing. He has nothing to show when it matters the most, and it's just a fact.
Okay, so how did Justin Fields look?
That nigga 12, bro. 12 years old, bro.
Justin Fields, bro.
Did he play good?
This. No, he didn't play good, but he didn't.
Why did he look ass?
He has one total yard, bro.
The line,
the offensive line. Okay.
Yeah, the line was horrible.
We can't get that man.
You talking about one game? You talking about 12 years? That's the thing, though. You talking about one game?
I'm just saying.
You trying to compare that to 12? I'm talking about 12 years of not.
You want to? So 12 years from now, you want to talk about that?
Want to make? I'm going to say just be. I just want to consistent. It don't matter. It don't matter. He didn't look good. He played shit. Matthew Stafford ain't never had a game with 50 yards. He got 100 yards in 2 games.
But let's not. But this is all I'm trying to. Let's stop acting like Matthew Stafford didn't have Calvin Johnson though. We got to stop doing that.
He got Allen Robinson. He got David Montgomery. Why he couldn't get 100 yards pass?
Yeah, okay. That's one game.
He got
we talking
Lewis.
about his. We talking about Matthew Stafford's whole career. We talking about his whole career.
I'm just saying, like, you can't expect
one of the best receivers.
You can't expect players to consistently produce when they got one thing. Tom Brady literally has it all. Like is the blueprint is there to follow. Teams don't want to do it. But anyway, we got plenty of time to get on Matthew Stafford and Sam Darnold and all that. Jamal, what should the Steelers?
Who Matthew Stafford got? Oh, I'm sorry, my fault.
Who they play this week? At the end of last season,
I beat the Super Bowl champs.
Who they got? Like Arizona though.
Okay. My bad. No, you go ahead. At the end of last season, I said Big Ben was done, bro. We knew Big Ben was done. Y'all wanted to wait and see with Big Ben. Ben is terrible. Ben has been terrible. That little win streak they went on was fraudulent because at the end of the game, they started winning by the skin of their teeth. At the end of that, they started barely beating it, and everybody's like, man, this looks wild. They out there struggling. They got blew out in the playoffs. Big Ben out here tripping over his own feet on shovel passes. Big Ben is done. And then I heard a stat that these dudes hadn't traded a first round pick since like 1972. They hadn't moved up until they traded for
Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Until they did that. That was the first time they did it in like 40 years. So they hadn't traded up in the first round or down in the first round. So they just like wherever they are, that's what they've been picking in the first round for 40 years. It's like this is I don't know, man. The Steelers made a huge mistake. They should have been looking to replace this man, Big Ben, bro. As soon as a 36-year-old quarterback needs Tommy John surgery, why are you keeping this nigga? He's already beat up. He slings people off every play to make something happen, bro. He's going to fall apart. It was dumb. I love Najee Harris. That should not be a Steeler because they should have picked the quarterback right there. Who I don't know. And don't tell me they ain't picking high enough to get a quarterback because the Ravens got Lamar at 32. That's the last pick in the first round. You can find a quarterback anywhere, nigga. The Chiefs traded up to get Pat. The Chiefs were picking at 27, traded up to 10. The Texans were picking at 22, traded up to 12 to get Deshaun. Move your ass up and get rid of Big Ben.
Yeah, that's an option.
His ass don't need to be playing. This is a good team.
Okay.
And they're not going to go nowhere because of him.
I thought you were talking about in their position, it was that they could have got a quarterback. I was like,
figure it out. Figure it out. They probably wouldn't, but you got to figure it out. This nigga sucks. Now
they got Dwayne Haskins. They got Haskins.
Figure it out. That's the one nigga who don't need to be playing no more. His goofy ass. I root for black quarterbacks, but his ass.
I'm about to say that's a black man that got a chance. Second team.
Hey, there he go, big man. He back at it, bro.
Oh yeah, Dwayne Haskins, the nigga who does all this. He does plenty fuck shit. I'm not gonna argue about Dwayne Haskins. Enough. But Matthew Stafford, bro. Oh, not Matthew.
We're not talking about
Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan. Y'all keep saying this narrative about throwing a rookie quarterback out there. No, you don't have to throw a rookie quarterback out there. You could have drafted one and then left Matt Ryan ass right there to start with this sorry ass team. And let the rookie learn behind him like good organizations do. You don't always have to push the rookie in. Let this nigga sit behind. Let Matt Ryan get his ass up and he's been getting for fucking 5 years. Let him sit up there. And then at the end of this year, you get rid of him, get that cap off the thing, and then you put the rookie in. But these niggas need to start the process. The process should have been started.
That's fair.
That's what the Bears trying to do. Let Dalton getting his ass whooped. They had to put him out.
No, but Andy Dalton ain't Matt Ryan in Atlanta. Andy Dalton ain't he ain't the same. Matt Ryan in Atlanta carries way more clout than Andy Dalton anywhere but Cincinnati. And even then, they got rid of his ass. They should have been looking because, I mean, Matt Ryan ain't awful. He's not as bad as Big Ben by any means. But this team ain't good enough to keep him. What are you keeping him around for? To do what? He's not doing nothing. This
next year they're making the playoffs. Book it.
They not. Oh, now they keep Matt Ryan. Now they keep
Matt Ryan at quarterback. The Falcons making the playoffs. Book it.
And if the Texans got Matt Ryan, they might actually do something this year.
And Deshaun back home.
Back home.
He from Atlanta?
His home. Yeah, he's from Georgia. He's from Georgia. But his home is fucking in Huntsville.
Pelican Bay.
Huntsville Correctional.
There you go. I knew it was coming.
Huntsville Correctional Facility.
We gonna get to the last.
Right up there with with the real niggas from Lamar and Galvin and all of them. He gonna be right in there with them.
We moving on to the last topic of the day of the show, and we are finna get in it. And y'all know how this works. It's our start and sit tool. What we do is we tell y'all the player to start, and we tell y'all the player that we think we're gonna sit. And how this works is you get a point for if the player that you say start goes off and he does what he does, you get a point. If you don't, you get nothing. So right now, I'm sitting pretty. I'm in the first. I'm in the first spot. I told y'all to start Chase Claypool, and he had 18 fantasy points, 9 for 96. So I got 2 tallies. Big man joined the club. He joined me in Nogan. He told y'all to start Odell. Odell had 13 fantasy points, 5 receptions for 77 yards. And Novian, he's sitting with that. He hit with the Mike Williams, but he missed on the Rondell Moore. Rondell Moore had 2 targets.
I told you to sit Rondell too. I said that.
No, but I had said Cardinals receiver, then I ended up switching it to Rondell Moore.
Yeah,
I should have kept it with Kirk because
Kirk went crazy.
I should have kept it with Kirk, like I said, but
yeah.
Do we get a point taken off for the sit down though?
No,
because okay.
No, and Jamal, that brother's struggling. That brother's starving for a point. Teddy missed. Hey, it sucks though. It sucks though because Teddy had 285 yards passing. He just didn't get a touchdown. If Teddy Bridgewater gets a touchdown, you literally hit with this because he had
285, no touchdowns.
He had 12 fantasy points. If he gets 1 touchdown, you hit. He gets 1 touchdown, you hit.
They ran the ball.
They ran the ball. They had two touchdowns on the 1 yard line.
They could have threw a dump off at the goal line.
They could have done anything. But I'm gonna start it off, and my start for the week. I've been picking on that Cincinnati secondary. I wanted to start Laviska Shenault. I got Laviska Shenault on a couple of my teams, and I want to start him so bad, but I'm not. I'm going to go with Tim Patrick. KJ Hamler is injured. Jerry Jeudy is injured. They got Tim Patrick. He's been the most consistent receiver there. He's not the best receiver, Cortland Sutton is, but he's playing against. They playing against Baltimore, which is like I told you earlier, the 30th ranked secondary. So my start of the week is Tim Patrick, and the sit of the week. Everybody want to start Damian Harris. They think James White is hurt. It's time to give him the ball. I think he's playing against a bad defense, and I think they'll have a negative game script. So do not start. So sit Damian Harris. Jamal, talk to me.
The start of the week is the other Van Jefferson of the Rams. That's just easy exposure to a top offense. You got easy exposure to the Rams offense, and you could just pick them up on waivers in some leagues if they're not paying attention. You know, like a little cheapy league. You can get them out there.
Who you said?
Who they playing? The Cardinals. I'm saying who the Rams playing.
Yeah, the Rams play the Cardinals. Yeah, and the Cardinals defense ass.
I don't know about that.
The other Jefferson took their ass up.
Games, boy.
But
the Cardinals defense not but though. They've been getting pressure on the quarterback end.
The Vikings put up 100 on them, bro.
I like the little Isaiah and Isaiah Simmons.
They got pressure on Tannehill.
Oh no, they're the Cardinals. Yeah, but
that's why the Cardinals not contenders to me, man. I'm sorry. That game was way too close. That way was way too close for me.
My sit is Big Ben.
We'll see after this week. I got them Cardinals.
The Steelers need to sit Big Ben. If you have Ben on your team, you need to sit Big Ben. And why do you have him? He is cooked and done. So yeah, go and sit Big Ben. Man.
Who they play? I forgot.
It
don't
matter.
Care. His ass do not need to be in there.
Matter.
After what I've seen, he could play us. Just us four, nigga. Not 7 more niggas, just us.
Disrespect.
Big man.
You.
Big man, talk to me. Who is your start and who is your sit?
I have Corey Davis as my start. I think that the Jets will throw the ball a lot with Zach Wilson. I think I'm okay. I don't think, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is just honesty. I don't think Zach Wilson is his ass. I'll be calling him his ass. I just hate how they kind of boosted him above.
Because he's white, big man.
Well, I just don't like
That's
how
true.
they did that. I honestly don't like how they did that with Justin Fields. Like he was clearly the number 1 or 2, 1A, 1B quarterback through college.
Since
Since
high school. No, since fucking high school, they've been 1 and 2.
Since high school. And then, a couple months before the draft, we just start hearing about Zach Wilson. And I just didn't like that.
I do it every year, bro.
You know what I mean? So, but
every year they take one on Whites and boost them up.
I warned y'all about this 3 years ago.
Boost them up.
But I don't think Zach Wilson just ass. Now I think the kid can throw the ball. You know what I mean? I think he's getting experience, and I don't think he's just going to just keep throwing picks and stuff. I think who they play. Okay, they play the Titans. I don't really like the Titans defense. I think he'll have a good game. I don't think they'll beat the Titans, but I think Corey Davis. I think this is my start. I think Corey Davis is going to have a lot. A chip on his shoulder. I think he's going to be playing tough.
You're right. This is going back. He going home.
So I think that he'll get a lot of targets. I think he's gonna get in that end zone. Man, take Corey Davis, man. If you got Corey Davis, take him. I'm sitting Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks been going crazy. People might call me crazy.
You gonna milk that cow again?
Bro, he been going crazy. But I don't know. I just don't really believe in the Texans. I just don't think he's gonna keep going crazy. I don't know who they play.
He is.
Sit Brandon Cooks, man. He can't keep going. That's how I feel. The Bills. Nah. Sit him. Don't sit him down. Don't hear sit him down. Sit Brandon Cooks down. He been going crazy.
Coverage sack.
Yeah. But Corey Davis, man, that's my start.
Big no. Let's get back in the win column, baby. Who's that start of the week?
I'm gonna start Jacoby Myers from New England against Tampa Bay because Tampa Bay secondary is really suspect. We seen what the old ass Deshaun Watson did to your boy Carlton last week.
Deshaun Jackson.
Don't fucking do that, Novin. That was cover 2. That was definitely on the second. He saw it.
Hey,
if don't do that.
If it's cover 2, that's his zone.
How is a fade? How the hell is a fade?
Because
if nobody coming to flash,
if cover 2, the outside
somebody came
the corner go to, you got to bail out too.
He got no.
Hold on. Deshaun got open 4 times deep.
Yeah.
None of them was his fault?
The other 2 was on the left side. Carlton Davis got chopped up by Cooper Kupp. Now, if you want to give Carlton some blame, don't cover 2 ball. Don't get no cover 2 ball.
I'll repost the video. But the thing is, the reason why I'm starting because they need help. They about to sign
Richard Sherman.
So they must really need some secondary help.
Who the Bucks?
Yeah.
They work Richard Sherman.
Hello, they signed who? Richard Sherman?
They worked him out today. They worked Richard Sherman out today.
Damn.
So they need some help. And he's pretty good. But I'm gonna go back to Brandon Cooks. He's the 3rd leading receiver in targets in all NFL. So they have nobody else to throw to, big man.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Big man gonna stay.
He locked in on Brandon Cooks, but that's why
I'm locked in on.
Y'all gotta forget who throwing to him, bro.
But
who's your sit of the week? No,
my sit of the week is Julio Jones because they playing the Jets and they will be winning, and they're
gonna be running that.
They're gonna be running the ball.
Yeah,
they trying to. I guess they see what happened when they winning and they run the ball and they stick to the run game. It took Arthur Smith forever to figure it out. Who was the offensive coordinator before him that year?
Who?
Was Arthur Smith the past 2 years?
Past 2 years, and then before that was Matt LaFleur.
Well, yeah. Well, it took Arthur Smith that whole first year. Then the second year, he ended up going with it more later on. He saw how Derrick Henry is. Just keep giving him the ball, man, and they should win. They don't need. They wouldn't need Julio.
Yes, sir. And then before we wrap it up, I just want to go over it quick. I had a question. Quentin, he came into my DM and he said, I lost this game. He said, do you think I should pull my players or leave them in? And I'm gonna ask y'all that question because I'm gonna just give my opinion. I told him I wouldn't. I understand why you don't, because what he wanted to do is he wanted to pull his players out, his Monday night players out, because he knew he lost, because he would need 85 points from 2 players to even tie it. So I've seen a lot of players do that, but what he wanted to do is he wanted to secure a higher waiver priority so he can get a better player off the wire. And I understand why people do it, But I told him I don't do it, and I don't suggest to do it because at the end of the day, when those playoff spots come down, it comes down to point score.
It does.
So I don't want there to be a situation where I lose out on a playoff spot because I benched 28 points on my bench that week just because I wanted a top waiver priority. Fantasy football comes down to the nicks and crannies every single time, especially it's always 2-3 teams that run away with playoff spots. And those last few or that last one spot, it's going to come down to like 4 teams. I need him to lose. I need him to win. I need him to score this many amount of points. It comes down to it. So I always suggest to leave those players in there. But I just wanted to get y'all takes real quick. It ain't got to take long. Big Jamal, what you think?
I think as somebody who used to be a commissioner of the league, it's BS. Don't do that. Like it's about the integrity of the league. I'm in a bunch of leagues. And when niggas start doing stuff like that or just stop caring, that's how you gotta make people pay money to be in leagues, bro. To make sure niggas care about what's going on and always doing what they need to be doing the right thing. Because you just don't want a league where niggas don't care because it's like, what's the point? So no, don't do it. Stick it out. Just take, like Kenshay made a very valid point, bro. Very valid point. It comes down to points. And if you missing out on points because you want to do this to get somebody on the waivers right now, you're on the waivers.
Right.
He's there for a reason. I'm not saying he sucked, but come on, man. Just stick it out. Leave him in.
Big No, what's your take on it?
So I believe in it. Like, I don't believe in tanking, but I believe in this, especially week 1. It doesn't, week 1, once you lose week 1, it's kind of like.
Well, week 1 loss is the best time to lose.
The best time to do it.
100% agree with that.
That's when you find your league winners, like legit.
Yes, sir. Agree.
Waiver wires. That's how James Robinson went off last year. People got him in week 1 waivers. And I believe in it. Do you do it every week? No. It's like if you in like a close battle, like somebody's trying to get like the better waiver, like this week, last week I won a game, but I kind of like I could have got Chuba Hubbard, but it's not worth it. I'd rather take my win. If I'm able to get the win, I'm gonna take that win.
Oh, easy for but his situation,
nice.
he was down 85.
Yeah, I
he had Dallas Goedert and somebody else.
I'm in a league where they had they was down 60 and had Zeke and Jalen. And I was like, yeah, that dude's not winning.
Oh, he definitely won.
He won.
Oh yeah. I would have definitely feel comfortable with that. A quarterback?
But quarterback, Jalen, it was Jalen and Zeke. You know how Zeke been. And I was like, nah, he came back and won. He didn't beat me. He played somebody else. I was like,
I got you.
Zeke definitely beat people last night. And those Monday night games, like it's kind of like scary to do it, like bench people, but you can win those games. I kind of don't count everybody out, but like week 1 is different. I'm gonna bench my players.
Yes, sir. Big shot, big man. We know, but do you got an opinion on that? Would you, if you came across that situation, what would you do?
Man, like I said, I would try to get to the playoffs, man. So
yeah,
I would take that more than boosting my team, like because you probably just gonna get somebody on your bench in the waivers, like Jamal said. I would go for the points. I would, me personally. I would want to get in them playoffs for sure. So I'll take them points.
Because it was like at the time it was like Elijah Mitchell, week 1. Elijah Mitchell.
And it's not too late for Elijah Mitchell to be a league winner though. So
but like he was supposed to be in a run heavy offense, like Gus. People, who was it? Tyson. It was named Tyson, and it was supposed to be Gus. Who got hurt? Gus got hurt before the
Gus
season?
got hurt before the season.
Okay.
Literally the practice before the fucking season started.
Yeah, he just like week 1. This is like when you know what a team is about, and like when somebody go down, that's the guy you got to get because they don't have nobody else to replace him with. Unless they got trying to like Duke Johnson, some like every fucking team trying to do.
Yes, sir. So like I said, if you guys have more fantasy questions, feel free to DM us. We will answer them at the end of the show, and we will get that info out to you guys as soon as we possibly can. Well, like Novian said, we answer them live on TikTok. So if you got a question on there or have a question about the start, why sit this guy? We reply to that. We got y'all. We locked in with this fantasy stuff. It's a long ride. Don't panic. Don't make a trade that's going to hinder you. I'm 0-3 in the 3 thumbs down league. I am not panicking. I am not wavering. I had a team that was built around running backs and my tight end play. Kyle Pitts is wet in the bed. I have not gave up on him. If my quarterback, I've had, this was the first week where I had a quarterback that got me more than 5 fantasy points. So I'm locked in. I'm finna get Chuba Hubbard. I lost Gus Edwards before the season. So I'm liking what I'm seeing with Najee Harris. Antonio Gibson is more involved in the passing game a little bit. He got one catch, took it 73 yards and scored. Washington, watch the film. Get this man the ball in the passing game. He can do that. That's in his bag. He played receiver, for Christ's sakes. Get him the ball. But don't panic. Don't waver. Don't do nothing crazy. Stick it out. Big man, why you got so quiet when we start talking about fantasy, bro? You all right?
For me?
Yeah, you all right? I was asking.
Oh yeah, nah. But I'm 1-2. I'm 1-2. I'm feeling good, man, about my team, man. I'm liking. I got Brandon this week. Brandon McCoy. I'm like, I'm a matchup this week. I lost a close one. I lost a close one last week, man. To Slim Brady. Shout out to Slim Brady. I lost a close one. I lost by like 6 points. It was a good one.
Now, if you get 0-7, it's gonna be a different person. A different person for me.
Cooper Kupp hurt me with the 30 ball, man. He hurt me.
He going crazy this year.
I lost by 6 and he went for 30.
I want to throw this out.
He got rid of Jared Goff and he looked like the top 10 receiver.
He looked like the top receiver with Jared.
I want to throw this out because Kenshay mentioned his name, Chuba Hubbard. I am kind of scared for going for him because this is once CMC comes back, it's kind of like the Elijah Mitchell case all over again. Even though CMC can get hurt again because the hamstring is a motherfucker. I had hamstring injuries. But once he comes back, you already know he's gonna get the full range again. That's a week without seeing Chuba Hubbard at all. So that's my thing.
This is the thing. If you at the top, the only way you're going to Chuba Hubbard is the number one sought after fantasy free agent target for week 4. If you get Chuba Hubbard, you are bad. You are thirsty for a win. If you get Chuba Hubbard and you start him and you get a win, then Chuba Hubbard did his job.
Yes,
so
exactly.
I'm not looking for a long-term fix. I'm looking for a fucking win. But Novia made perfect sense, and I completely agree. So if there's a player that you like better than Chuba Hubbard that can give you long season value, then I would value him over Chuba Hubbard. So that's a great takeaway. Yeah, that's a great takeaway.
Real quick. I traded. We're gonna keep up with this too, man. I traded Julio Jones for Devontae Smith. We're gonna keep up with who had a better year, man. I think Devontae Smith gonna get more targets and have a better year. Some of my peers.
Tell them about the other trade too, then. Joe Mixon.
But look, Joe Mixon and my tight end doing pretty good for me.
Hey, I told you Higbee is good.
Yeah,
he didn't know he was good.
He had 15 points last week.
But you act like he was ass when I traded you.
No, I took it. I ended up liking it. No, I needed Joe Mixon. I needed a running back.
You did.
But I definitely did because all I got is Leonard. But and he's Shane carry. But I traded Julio. And the reason why, and we're gonna keep up with this 3 thumbs down family. I traded him because I think he's gonna get injured. I really do. I seen the last game, came down awkward, and I was just like, nah, I ain't got time to play with him. Give me, I want to be a young guy that's gonna get some targets. Jalen Smith, I see that he likes. It's just that D. Smith was going against, Mr. Wipe his nose. Diggs.
Yes, sir.
But he ain't gonna be going against Diggs. He gonna be going against Diggs every week. I think Devontae Smith is a good receiver. I think he's their number 1 receiver. Come on, let's get it.
Yes, sir. Thank you all so much for listening, and we appreciate the support. Like I said, we got a little bit of merch. Keep supporting, keep liking, sharing. Leave some comments. Get active with us. We got something on the way for y'all, though. I think we're gonna get active with a fantasy basketball league. So
yes,
if y'all interested in that, y'all let us know about that. We gonna give it to you. We year round, and we got Jamal for the fantasy baseball. I ain't playing it, but Jamal got y'all for that. So, but we thank y'all. We thank y'all. We love y'all. I'm not doing it either. We thank y'all for the support. We appreciate it. But we out of here, baby.
Peace and love.
Yeah, I'll let y'all have y'all outs this week. I'm back on y'all head next week. Y'all have a good one.